Right. Seems we finally got around to this again after being rather occupied with various things, including travel for Furry Week and Holland and organizing the instance demo party before that, which of course caused this one to find quite limited time for these very lately. So after a couple of weeks of no streams, we are back at least partially, considering we'll be away for Saturday at least this weekend, but otherwise trying to get back to the usual schedule the coming weeks, at least until Confuzzled. So welcome, and we are doing the Darkest Dungeon. We didn't yet find time to do last night tonight, so let's move towards the game and see into what kind of trouble we get into this time. Has been a while since played it, so do not quite remember everything how it was in the game either, so should be interesting. At least we should do something about this. Clearly not much else in need of any stress relief, it seems. Yeah, like quite limited needs otherwise. There we go. And other than that, looks quite good. And we have a lot of budget also, which is quite noticeable, even like almost 90,000 and started with 90,000, so that's actually quite a bit to start with. So let's then see here about what we should embark to. I do think that mostly upgrades here are done. However, the skills with this healer, yes, does have judgment, so shouldn't be an issue. Somehow off guard is not such a good trait, but it's kind of it's quite expensive comparatively to remove negative traits, so in that respect it doesn't necessarily do that much good. Would rather like get them earning their keep than trying to remove all the negative traits, would think even. So let's see what we can undertake. Cove has leveled so much that we have mostly only high level missions. We could also actually, these are not very happy to go to Darkest Dungeon. It's actually quite interesting, like could also try the Darkest Dungeon at some point. Unsure if quite that daring yet, but it's certainly a possibility in the near future at least. Also seem to have really good network conditions this time, as have dropped 0 frames in general, so that's actually really performant, uncommon compared to last few times when have dropped like one time dropped like 1/3 of frames, but it was the fishing game, so it would kind of just stop at times, but the speech wouldn't. So it was kind of for such a very calm game pace wise. It wasn't major issue at all, but compared to that, it didn't work out very well for faster games. Let's see. We do also have the highest level prophet still to do in ruins, and swine guard, which is also kind of dangerous proposal. Here we do not have any more boss fights. And then we have the veteran level medium quest. We could do that first with the kind of level 445 guys for some experience. So let's go for that first. And do they have judgment? Yes. Alien is also interesting. Let's try this party. And we apparently do have some company also, so let's wave and keep going. So let's see here, we should be pretty good to go. What disease did we have here? Alright, ennui doesn't matter matches, it only lowers the virtue chance. Alright, wolves missing trinkets. We at least have trinkets here. Here we could actually add some. Let's see. Book of Sanity. It's pretty nice, like. +2 speed. Alright. Not rare, but it's really always pretty nice to have a speed bonus. So in that respect at least, would say should be nice. So let's then medium length quest, so let's take $20 for food and six of both. Anti-venom and bandages, 4 keys. And probably sufficient amount of torches, so let's embark with that equipment. Let's see how that goes.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
So we should be good to go in that respect. So let's move further. Open map. Right, there's one room in that direction. We need to complete 100% of room battles without scouting. We should first go in that direction. Alright, that's not a room battle, but of course we fight. Oh, mistrial as Riareus put it back in the day. Let's strike with the pickaxe. Nice. And the axe. Oh, pole arm. Resisted, good. Right then. What they have, like 1 HP left? Yes, 1 HP left. Alright. Alright, indeed need to apply bandit. Then let's see if we throw them daggers. Alright, that gets rid of the guy with the... Alright, judgment hits, so we got rid of both. Now we might need to make some space, yes. Alright, that got rid of them, so we got even some extra food. So we have food to spare to heal it even. There we go. Of course, unsettling passage, so fortunately the stress situation is quite manageable, so reading the unsettling passage at this point isn't going to be terribly fatal either, so in the room, the first room in quite a while, room battle, so it was a good idea to go this way. Dodged, alright. $13. That's again like what, 1 left, yes. 1 left. Oh, wanted to get rid of that. Tends to be one of the issues with these, yeah. Especially if they, yeah, and immediately causes disease, so it went exactly what thought. Unlike the higher damage things seem to miss altogether. More daggers, and again dodged. They are apparently too small. Judgment. Alright, 7. So they are also down to 1. Let's get rid of that at least. There we go. At least no disease this time. Eldritch Pull failed, so... Alright, that got rid of them. 2 damage, not too bad. Stunned though, oh well. Failed to push. Alright, judgment. And pretty good damage, so getting further here. Alright, and again down to 1. Let's heal everyone. that gets rid of them.
Give them no quarter.
And make space. Kill everyone again. And get to hit the last remaining cultist. Oh, missed. Like fancy thrown dagger. Illuminate and... Alright, 20 is certainly sufficient. Unlocked strongbox, so just open it, yes.
Ornaments.
Alright, even more heirlooms and gold.
Lovingly.
Oh, hello there, Tigatron. Great to see you. You, of course, also get a greeting. Welcome to the stream. It has been a while in this respect, so always good to see you here. So let's then continue. This room and room battle is done, so we need to backtrack a bit, which never good for stress, but it is what it is. And now we can again go forward. There was a signal room. Alright, scrolls. Haven't seen this for a while. Let's try reading them and good luck, actually. Unsure what that exactly did, but seems like nothing. Alright, 4 maggots. Haven't seen that too often. Right, that already one. And judgment removed another. At least the maggots are going away pretty quick. And hit one with the pickaxe, so there's only one left. Alright, that was quick. None of the maggots got a nibble at all. They left pretty fancy gems even, so that's not too bad at all. 1000 gold sapphire, so enter room. And immediately a fight again, at least we surprised them. So let's then start again with the more problematic ones. And or what we can hit at least. Alright, got rid of one, so at least less to go around. No disease this time, which is also better. Alright, also utilize some chemical warfare. Oh, mistrial. Alright, fortunately mostly morale effects only, and that got rid of them, so no more effects from them. Alright, 21, that was certainly effective. Directly annihilated. Let's do again chemical warfare here. to make space and have enough reach. Probably will actually, yes, win with this strike. Nice. Even more heirloom.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Emerald, alright, let's see if we... The single spare shovel is kind of superfluous. There we go. Increased inventory space. Sacrificial stone somehow sounds again like something you utilize and then you get in trouble. Going to touch that for now. Ah, scouting, nice. Maybe we have Camubat here, so curio trap and empty rooms on room battle there. Alright. 1000 gold, very nice. 2 food. Utilize that in situ. There we go. Alright, saw the trap and walked straight into it, so we have food to spare, fortunately. And the room should be empty. See, maybe a couple of exceptions ever that the room actually isn't empty. Next one has room battle and also battle in the corridor, so there'll be a lot to do. Alright. The Banshee, so... or the goal, so this will be interesting. Let's try and use chemical warfare on them. That's always a morale effect, it's kind of... Fortunately we have... Alright, 27, that's certainly sufficient. And also a bit of a morale boost when you get that quickly rid of things. To keep, of course, pressure up also on the... Right, blighted, so it's not too bad. Dot, so...
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
And let's blight them again. Illuminate and anti-venom and right here. Alright, now we are alone against the goal. Alright, getting close, especially with the... Probably will, yes, expire the blight, so that worked.
Inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue?
Going to take anything else. Wonder how this works. That was quite direct. You just get the
corruption.
Free torch.
As the light gains purchase,
Great,
spirits are
alright.
lifted.
And again,
Purpose is made
I
clear.
also went for the crate. Going to take the statues as such a valuable heirloom. Right. At least surprised them, so. And then start hitting. Alright, let's resist it. Oh well, it still did pretty good damage. Use your drums of doom, so might that be like drop the base. Alright, and missed. critical, so
for the slightest
didn't
lapse
bleed.
in
Ah, did,
concentration.
so that's quite the usual. Light them again, or try to, which fired already from the dart.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Alright, get rid of that. Judgment there. Should also heal there at some point. Use bandage and hit them. Alright, no more drums of doom, which of course makes things easier. Let's blight them. Right. Alright, wrong click. Get rid of the corpse though, so. Let's heal especially the fighter.
Sedated.
15, alright, that certainly finishes them off.
A trifling
Extra
victory.
key,
But a
gold,
victory nonetheless.
and alright, we get to use a key. Only portraits. Let's see, like, is it any use to even make space for the portraits? Kind of questionable. Very good RNG, like give only a single category of a heirloom and a lot of it, so it's kind of interesting. Hello there, Kisu. Great to see you again. And you even say Mau. So, Kisupa Mau. That's nice. Alright, great to see you here again. And of course you also get a wave. So, we have been doing the Darkest Dungeon has been certainly a while and quite nice already. Already probably going to play about an hour, as need to get up early to depart for organizing work again tomorrow. So will not be streaming on Saturday, should be on Sunday, as will be home for the evening. So early morning tomorrow, so going to do an hour or so tonight, so maybe another shorter dungeon after this one. But indeed, great to see you all here. It's a lot of fun again to have you around, and also having the kind of time and sufficient awake to go streaming. So it is very nice to return to this some more once again. So we just checked the treasure chest with the great BRG, so let's move to the next room. Crate is empty, alright, that was really useful. Right, that trap wasn't very effective. That already looks like worrying. Would you touch the pile of skulls? Let's see. All that's left of a previous adventurer, perhaps. Yeah, I would probably require holy water or something to make safe, so let's not touch that. Usually not much luck with those, like get cursed or get something horrible. Alright, we have a shootist and everything, so let's try to get rid of the shootist quick, which is actually hidden, so until they attack we can't strike at them. It would have been pretty easy, except with commands that can strike at more than one target. So let's for now do other things then, as they have to first reveal themselves. Of course, any damage towards the opponent is good. Blanket fire, not too much damage, fortunately. Dodged. It's always interesting how you dodge point blank shot, but clearly you do. But totally something would be complaining about. Right. Missed everyone this time, so. And now they are revealed, so we can start piling things also on them.
But never hidden.
16, that's pretty good going for the big guy. And 3 from flight, so. Rain of Whips is more a morale effect with some damage to it. Right, now we can also put some flight on the shootist and they will actually probably expire on that the next turn, yes, so everyone expired. Cold, one holy water, not really bothering with the holy water. Some healing with food and another heirloom chest, so we get to use key and again full of portraits. No, now it has again only different heirlooms and kind of we have already quite a few of those, so let's get rid of the emerald and start also collecting the portraits. I'm not sure how those don't stack, but it is what it is, so next room please. So let's keep moving here. Alright, not very effective trap, like 5 damage. I'm worried about the stress, but that's also still totally survivable. Right. Out of space for cold, so let's burn a couple of food and take cold instead, because of course
are often low on supplies.
Important. Next room, let's see if there's a room bell. Nope, empty room with kind of like very old fireplace, so a few rooms still to go, probably at least one to 2 room battles still to come in that respect. But it's been going pretty well. Nobody has gone terribly crazy yet even, so it's looking quite good this far for this outing, and no special opponents like the collector or such either, so actually it's been pretty good overall this far. Not much trouble. Which of course is a dangerous thing to say in this game. Alright, we have food to burn, so that's not an issue. Another pile of bones, not touching it. Empty room again, so that's pretty easy. Alright, there's a room battle next and pretty much everything else. Again, unsettling passage, so moonshine barrel, and they immediately even had the moonshine, so clearly thirsty. Disarmed, nice, so a bit of morale boost for disarming the trap. And room battle. Right, let's try and deal with the small swines first, and nope. Let's throw some daggers first, and of course they dodge. Missed, nice. That should always be a morale boost already in itself. Ouch, missed. Missed 2, which is of course good. And missed. Pretty much everybody missed. Alright, that's good. 11 damage. Alright, Grey Rot. We certainly will need to visit the infirmary upon return. Alright, we got rid of one of them. Not visible currently, so let's touch there. Well, alright, that's helpful. And a bit of morale boost, which starts to be necessary when you're like a few points away from a debuff. Oh, missed. Right, 21 is certainly good for the big guy. Missed. Let's throw more daggers. Alright, that gets rid of that, and there we have only one HP. Let's mistrial all, otherwise would have gotten rid of that. So alright, 12 is certainly sufficient there, so we have only the last one remaining. Need to make space. Seven, not too bad. More dagger works.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be
Alright,
beaten.
trinket. We are not going to need the firewood, so let's take the trinket. Bone altar. That looks worrying. If you use the bone altar, you probably also summon some eldritch horror, so certainly not going to touch that immediately. Could take the partial, but somewhat undecided still, Kisu, as it's kind of after all more to work there, so unsure how much utility the suit would be other than the test like a few things maybe. So can take the partial, but haven't really decided due to that. Wouldn't think there is that much to do with suit there this time, so uncertain. So may bring the partial, but we'll see. Should be enough work for the day also, with all the things we need to clarify and work on. Alright, let's keep food for now. Not used immediately. Maybe not touch the moonshine barrel, as it usually seems that the moonshine doesn't work very well. And a fight coming up, so let's illuminate. Unusual combination with two swine and the worm. Alright, 27 certainly gets us rid of the worm.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Withdrawn. Certainly not. As someone asked, what evacuate at the moment of our triumph? What would seem, because these tend to be very good at stressing out, so right, let's heal a bit here. Well, it's already pretty good, like 3 HP remaining, so should be done within short order. There we go.
Success
More food, not bad.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
And the room. And room battle. Nine, not bad. Trying to get rid of that. Alright, blighted, so they are going to go pretty low.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
And somewhat surprising they didn't hit the marked one. Alright, that will get rid of them like already with the... Oh, missed. Alright, that gets rid of Crumbs of Doom. So now mostly only damage incoming. Alright, let's touch there, and it was quite effective. Again, also some flies, so they are pretty close to expiring from flies already. Missed. Oh. Alright, and again we are down to like 4 HP at least. Not 1.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alright, like high work, let's also. Alright, darts themselves were sufficient.
This expedition at least promises success.
And more trinkets also. We can get rid of the single torch easily.
The path is clear.
Pick up the
We
trinket.
require only the strength to follow it.
And alright, quest complete. Nice. Still had a couple of rooms to go, so let's have a bit of extra trouble here. Alright, that's a big thing. Always interesting. You usually seem to have even worse luck when you go like for go and continue after the overall. When you could have finished, it seems that game like puts worse dice into your.
Quakes.
At least this time, like, or immediately 23 damage. So at least we are not in much trouble yet. Especially as we also dodged. So one time to remember, this thing was pretty dangerous, but it seems not yet at least. Handling the big corpse eater so with a bit more respect, as it has sometimes done serious damage. Certainly didn't this time, which is good. Now we can like take along more heirlooms, as we are not going to need
Such a burden
most
of
of
finery
the things.
risks life and limb.
Unsettling passage, as usual. Like you read books, you rarely seem to do very well with them. Unsettling passage. Alright, that's the last room, so we are done here and ready to complete the quest. Alright. And we have been playing for 45 minutes, so let's go for the hour, as it will be an early morning tomorrow, so let's finish this and then see for something pretty short to finish the night with very successful run. This one though.
Their confidence is shaken.
Almost almost double the money compared to the base price, and quite a few heirlooms, so this was actually successful. Hopefully some of the heroes also level up, so then it would be a pretty balanced and successful run. Yes, actually almost everyone leveled up, so this was actually a really effective lurker. Nice. And here we need to heal the calm. At least to replace the nervous bleeder, so there are some diseases to remove, but otherwise that was actually like increased level and everything, so that was really successful run for also training the heroes, so actually very pleased at that supply run. So costs decreased for one time. Looks very good. Almost 100,000 also budget, so it's actually really nice. So let's then see what we can still do with the remaining time for maybe a bit more than remaining 10 minutes, but probably a short quest would be good. Let's see if we need any stress. Let's sort by stress first and do stress relief / treatments as needed. Probably should even treat the diseases first. Grey rot is also rather amusing. It increases max HP. Like, what does it like make the flesh harder or something? Spasm of the entrails is less of an issue, as it only the ache is also quite unpleasant. So let's treat the black plague. That's really bad because it lowers all the resists so much. There we go. Treat some diseases immediately first, as we have more than one proper team. So that looks pretty good. Put some into the treatment for disease, and then we can move on for short mission, preferably pretty tough looking ones available. Also we have short apprentice one in the cove, so let's see the lowest level types and see if we can have some fish for dinner. And then we need the frontman. We could of course go with the leper, which is kind of nice, but they tend to have really bad accuracy in the beginning. Like, they do either a lot of damage or do not do any damage pretty much very often. So, oh, hello there, Priya. Great to see you also. Was pleasantly surprised overall this stream that very many familiar ones joined immediately, as was kind of unsure starting this again after such a long while of being pretty busy. So actually was a very positive surprise that so many found their way here immediately. So welcome, and we are still doing the short apprentice level expedition to the cove and see if we get some fish for dinner. Alright, and we are good to go. Short quest, so 18 food should be more than enough. 5 anti-venom, 5 bandages, 3 keys, 16 torches should be good, and we are good to go.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Alright. And we need to explore 90% of rooms, so that's a pretty alright goal. Alright, some heirlooms too.
For a task well performed.
First room. And immediately we get the big guy and the gunman even, so let's start to try and do something like chemical warfare maybe. Looks good. And heal everyone. This healer doesn't yet at least have the most desired skills. Alright, that's always really liked the shield breaker.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Alright, Rain of Whips is more moral effect, except like 3 immediately bleeding, alright? Here's a bandages, like let's use all the bandages on the first encounter. Alright, that's quite effective. Alright, use also the scalpel. So they are also now bleeding. Heal everyone.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Alright, that was effective. Let's take everything as we still have inventory space. Switch places and move further. Let's use one torch to illuminate.
May we find victory.
There's one room also that way, so alright, more heirlooms. Alright, 3 fish for dinner. Alright, heal the shield breaker specifically. Missed, fortunately. Alright, that gets rid of one. And another. Scalpel missed. Oh. Ten, not bad. Heal everyone. missed. And didn't.
Destroy them all.
Some treasure too. Oh, hello there, Camus. Indeed was wondering whether we have the scouting path along. Going to finish this mission and then sleep as will be early morning tomorrow to depart. But good to see you here and going to again stream more regularly as the kind of most busy time is somewhat over at least, so can again put time also to streaming more consistently, so looks very good also in that respect. Let's keep moving. Change places. Next room. Empty. Thank you, Camus, for the scouting. Both rooms are empty, so that's pretty easy. Easy score for room exploration. Not going to touch the corpse, it never does something useful. Scouting crate. Room battle with treasure. We should though backtrack a bit and redo the other route also. Illuminate. Alright, what's in the sacks? 100 gold. Big money, big money. Empty room also. So next we have the one with the room battle. One free torch also along the way. Let's use that and enter room for the room battle. Right, we have the pelagic protector. So there will be a bit longer fight as they do. Have to wake up around 7 to have breakfast before leaving for bus south in this case. Yeah, we'll indeed see tomorrow again. It has been several days already since Ferry Weekend Holland, so it's certainly good to see you again. Alright, got rid of the shaman immediately, which of course helps us. Not be doing much spell casting. Alright. 19, that's certainly helpful. Like one HP left for the pelagic protector, so probably not that much of a problem anymore, even if they protect someone. It's kind of much to talk about when they have 1 HP. Exactly. Let's throw. Let's use the scalpel here to get rid of them. There we go. Missed, good. Heal everyone. Alright, that gets rid of another. Yeah, we can actually use the chemical warfare also. Poke with spear, alright, didn't have time to expire even.
Ornaments, neatly ordered.
Alright, let's use the key. So we get also the hidden compartment. More heirlooms, not bad, not bad. Pretty good finds this far. So we still have a couple of rooms to go. Empty. Oh. Let's switch places. Trap. Alright.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular
And
purpose.
then the room. Empty. So next room should also finish this for us. More heirlooms, alright. Illuminate. Alright, do this and shaman, so let's see about getting rid of the shaman first, because otherwise they tend to heal the fish. At least heal our own. Alright, 10, so that should be some progress. Also apply some chemical warfare to the shaman. 13, that certainly is also sufficient. Alright, that works.
Slowly.
And the shaman fired a fly.
This is how a life is taken.
Alright, and scalpel removes the last
Success
opponent.
so clearly in view. Or is it merely
And the
a
room
trick of the
should be
light?
the last room. This mission denied. Yes, quest complete, so. Oh, now you are fox colored. Very nice. Our good fox. Very elegant fox color even here. Alright, we finished the second mission and also are up to 1 hour that promised tonight, as also need to sleep, but we will be again doing longer streams in the near future, so let's finish this mission and take stock in town and then raid somewhere, which has been a long while since we have done that. Very nice start to streaming again, as in Darkest Dungeon nobody died, though we did no boss fights, but we got pretty good level up and some good treasure action, so actually quite successful outings for the older and newer heroes also, and all leveled up in the previous one. Alright, likes the throttle, but we never use it. Fear of Eldritch. Alright, not a good trait in this game, but it is what it is.
Our family name, once so well regarded.
Alright, some diseases were healed here, so now we can put them to the stress treatment in turn. Some gambling and or drinking here. It's sort by stress, so we have also one more here, so they go gambling. Then we do have the stress situation pretty much under control. Let's see if we can do any upgrades to the... Yes. There we go. here we can also upgrade all of these even. So we have the resources. And here we also have upgrade opportunities. And certainly here we can also improve the judgment skill, the healing ones. And also bonk. There we go. Let's also improve equipment for all the outing types for now, as they also increase levels, so will increase also. So it's always a good idea to upgrade whenever possible. The budget is not currently the limiting factor. Alright, good night, Briareus, and thank you for joining, of course. It was very nice seeing you here again, so you of course get the wave, and now we start to be done with the game for tonight, so let's switch view and of course give a big wave to all, so and see who we can raid here. So let's see who is streaming what. Alright, Mr. Tino is streaming something retro. Tournament practice. Let's see what they are up to. Alright, they are playing some type of a retro game, so let's go for them. Alright, thank you all, and we'll see most probably again on a Sunday evening, and thank you for so many of you joining immediately after the break. So good night and see you in a couple of days.